How's it going, YouTube? Today is Thursday and just going to be doing a full day's eating, if it fits your macro, flexible eating, whatever you want to call it style. It's 5:15 and I'm just about to head out to run my strength and conditioning class at the gym. Yeah, so just what do we got here? I'm on, you can see that, the double chunk quest bar. Last week I was living it up with the proton bars, but unfortunately all out of them. I have sipping on this. This is the mango nectar extend. Been back on the BCAAs, doing a little experiment with some protein in the morning as opposed to not, which I was doing for about the first 3 months of my cut, and regular black coffee. It's 7:30ish now, just waiting for the shops to open between my classes actually. This isn't actually too much of a meal, just my next black coffee for the day. Normally would go with the old aspartame, but this place is a little bit too hippie, so they don't have it. Look at me, hipster, complain about hippies. That is all. Alright, it's about 11 o'clock now. I've just finished my first 2 classes, running the strength and conditioning classes for the morning. Didn't do my own training this morning because my shoulder's a bit dodgy, so I'm going to use some machines later on in the gym. Shout out to Tim Arto Shedrick for his recommendations of the McFeast from Maroochydore McDonald's. Apparently he didn't get one delivered, unfortunately. Oh, here's mine here. Apparently they're making a comeback. We'll see if they're any good. Looks pretty dodgy to me, but we'll have a crack. It's been about a minute since my last video. Just devoured a McFeast. Not bad. I'm going to give that maybe about 6.5 out of 10. Pretty average. I didn't realise that was not a McOz. I was actually looking forward to the beetroot, but apparently McFeast is no beetroot. You will notice that I only got the burger today. Typically I don't get fries from Macca's, mainly because I don't like the taste of them and not really worth 400 calories for me, definitely at this stage. 5.5 weeks out from competition, so yeah, that's about it on that one. Lunchtime, about 1:30 now. I'm just about to cook up a bit of an egg scramble with some stuff. We got some low-fat bacon, which I prefer. Don't really like the super greasy stuff. Got small onion, about 100 grams of capsicum, and probably get 100 grams of the mushrooms. Got some, not using that one, it's later. Wine last night, no, it's keys. Got some leftover frozen veggies. So all I'm going to do is give that a quick spray. Going to plonk all this stuff in there, which I'll just do without a video. That's really not required. Just realised I nearly forgot the chilies. Using these pickled chilies, they're pretty good. Plonk them in there. That doesn't really work. It's hard to do one-handed. Plonk that in there. So it's been cooking for about 2 or 3 minutes now. Make sure my bacon gets all nice and crispy. That's how I like it. It's hard to do left-handed. So just going to leave this continue cooking, pretty high heat, for another couple of minutes I'd say. I've got all the stuff in here looking pretty much done now. I've just gone and resprayed underneath there just to make sure the pan is nice and greasy I guess. And I've just zeroed my egg whites here. I want to get, I was aiming for about 400 mils, so I'm just going to drop that in there. Pretty decent with estimating. Let's have a look. That looks about right. 352, not bad. Give an extra bit. Alright. And that is pretty much spot on. So, now I'm just going to leave that in there. It's fairly high heat still. And I like my egg scramble pretty well done, I guess you'd say. So I'm just going to let that sort of cook on the bottom, and then I'll give it a stir in a bit. Just a bit of a, that's pretty high heat. Nah, it needs a bit longer. Alright. Been cooking for a minute or so, maybe 90 seconds. So just give it a bit of a stir so it's starting to stick on the bottom a little bit. Like so. Oh yeah, and today you'll notice that it's all egg whites. I have nothing against egg yolks, except my fat intake is already relatively high for me because of the old McFeast, which I think was about 27 grams of fat. I'm typically about 60 to 70, maybe 80 for the day, so that's about half my intake taken up with one burger. So don't really need the extra fat or extra calories. So I'm just going to leave that cooking probably another minute or so, and then I'll plate it up. Keola will be happy to know that I remembered to turn this little sucker off and smashed it with some of the old Hickory Grill Cajun seasoning and the cock sauce. So it doesn't look overly appetizing, but that is a very large meal. It'll probably take me half an hour or so to eat. Now I've already plunked this into MyFitnessPal. So I had my estimates in there, changed a couple of things, so see if we can focus. So that meal is 507 calories. We got 75 grams of protein, 30 grams of fat, and, carbs, and 6 grams of fat. So very high volume. Yeah, I'm watching some UFC. Very high volume, and should keep me full for a fair while because I'm about to head off to work and train in about an hour or so. So won't be eating for a while after this one. See you later, guys. I just finished my lunch. It's about 2 o'clock. That was pretty bloody hot. So now I want something sweet. So we're gonna get some strawberries here. One of the strawberries. Good Queensland strawberries, big fat suckers. And we'll be just making another black coffee. So I'm training in about probably 45 minutes or so. Shout out to Ice Cream Fitness, Jason Blaha. Alright, so it's about 7 o'clock now. Today is my split shift, so I've just got back from my second shift. I went to the gym, did my own training for about an hour or so, just bro stuff today because of this dodgy shoulder. Did a bit of boxing, took another strength class. And basically I was just going to go into the thought process behind my dieting style. So today is Thursday, has been my regular Mad Mex day. So I started off hitting up them for the burritos, which are pretty damn good, about 700 calories with 60 grams of protein, I think it is, for the double meat version. Then I realised I didn't actually like the burrito that much, just like the inside filling, so switched to the naked burrito with regular meat for 380 calories. And Keola just told me that she doesn't want a burrito tonight, so I really couldn't be bothered driving to the shops. So I check out my diary, see that this regular dinner that I have is 380 calories with 23 grams of protein. Not a whole lot. Delete from diary, and it says, alright, still 180 grams protein. So I've hit my target for the day. I need about 170 odd. That's my minimum that I aim for. Typically get about 200. A little bit low, doesn't really matter. So I'll show you what I've made. The odd throw together. We have 5. Where is that? Can't even see. Can't see. That's dodgy. 500 grams of Aldi frozen veg for about 150 calories or something like that. Massive amount, volume of food. And then I'm just going to whack a whole heap of that Tex-Mex seasoning on and some sriracha and dig in. Seasoning brought to you by Aldi. This stuff is damn hot. I like my spicy food, and I put usually one big bloody forkful to start with. Generous serving of sriracha, more cock sauce, and probably another spoon, another forkful of this stuff after. Once I get halfway through or so. This is the finished product. So these bowls, they're decent size. I'll show you. Total volume, total weight, sorry, including bowl, about coming up on 1 kilo. Plenty of food for 150 calories. That is how you stay full while dieting. To my favourite meal of the day. Got 100 grams of oats, 30 grams of defatted peanut flour purchased from IIFYM, which is saving me because I'm not eating peanut butter at the moment. Some stevia, although that's dodgy Aldi one, and unsweetened cocoa. So I'm just going to cook that up now. Alright, and we are back with cooked oats. Looks pretty dodge, but it is very tasty. So I have already worked out what I'm putting in this one today. I'm actually trying these peanut butter Tim Tams for the first time, so hopefully pretty good. So what I'm going to do is crumble these up in here. Got to try. Not bad. So crumble these all up. Two in there. Don't waste good Tim Tams. So this is probably the majority of my carbs for today, I'm thinking. I think there's about 1,000 calorie bowl it'll be. And I've got Choco-tastic Pop-Tart. On special at Coles today. Couldn't resist. For 37 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat. Pump that all in there. And that's looking pretty rank. This is chocolatey goodness. So yeah, we got chocolate, peanut, cinnamon, oats with bulk other chocolate flavors pretty much, and one banana. Gotta get all these strings off. So yeah, just gonna plunk that in there, and I'll be done. This is my last meal for the night. Be sitting on about 2,500 calories for the day. Adequate protein. You see plenty of variety. And damn tasty.